Vegan intersectionality. Does it exist? I would argue that it doesn't exist, because intersectionality is a human-centric philosophy, whereas veganism is a philosophy centred on other animals. So they don't interlink. Do you see what I mean? I believe that people working within the scope of veganism might argue that intersectionality exists within that small scope, that small part of it. However, I think if we were to really be talking about vegan intersectionality, if we're focused on other animals, I think maybe we look at it like this. A cow raised for their flesh is oppressed in the way that they're raised for their flesh. They may be a grass-fed cow, kept outside for half the year, kept in a barn eating silage for half the year, and then after a couple of years, that's it, their life is ended. Whereas a dairy cow would be milked, they'd have their children taken away, they'd be milked every day. They might be perhaps in a petting zoo for school children to come round and pet them, and then they would be killed for their flesh. So see, in the second case, the cow is being oppressed on several different levels, whereas on the first case they're being oppressed on one level. So that would be vegan intersectionality if it existed, but I don't think it does. I think that the argument for this is more about human-centric and other animal-centric, and veganism is other animal-centric, which excludes into being an intersectional vegan. I think we can be vegans and intersectional, and I would say that I am a veganal, and I would say I am a vegan and intersectional, but I wouldn't say I'm an intersectional vegan. What do you think? Let's have a debate about this. I'd like to get away from the infighting of intersectionals versus animals only, which is actually other animals only, and really get to the core of this and meet in the middle, because I think that there's two factions that are absolutely fighting each other about this subject. But if we look at it from a human-centric point of view and an other animal-centric point of view, we're actually, those two factions are actually looking at it from an other animal-centric point of view. So we're actually on the same side. So this is why I just like to rephrase the debate slightly, and propose that vegan intersectionality doesn't exist, but being an intersectional and a vegan does exist. So yeah, as I said before, let's have a debate about this and thrash it out.